Alright, good morning guys. James here, aka the Pomp. And yes, you guys get another review this morning. So today we'll be looking at something I was recommended to by another home brewer. And so whenever a home brewer like recommends a product and like they kind of am like, yo, I would actually swear by this product and it's actually not theirs, then like it must be something good. So today we'll be looking at Elliott Pure Pomade. So this is one of those petroleum-free, like all-natural type of pomades. It's made in Austin, where I was just actually in Austin last week, I believe. But so it's a local pomade, as in local to me right now at least, while I'm in Texas. And it's basically made out of like beeswax and oils. And so you kind of remove that greasiness that is common to many other oil-based pomades. And as you guys can see, I already have it in my hair, or at least a one-day buildup. I just got out of the shower, so hopefully this is the best case scenario for it. But I can feel a lot of the product is still in my hair, so I shouldn't need too much. So it comes in a nice tin can, actually a pretty clean one. Nice matte labeling on the face, like a beetle, kind of like Egyptian style type of deal. Well, at least that's what I read out of it. Or rather like old school, kind of like medical stuff. And then some more labeling on the back. Like overall, pretty nice design, really clean. It also comes in a nice little baggie that I actually now used to carry one of my lens instead. So it comes in this little baggie. It carried the pomade, now it carries my 28 1.8. So that's the thing, like it's beautifully presented, like extremely well done. Hats off to her, the maker. Opening it up, you have the pomade inside itself, and then it's like a nice little off-white, and we'll kind of see right away how it how it does. So like right off the bat, it's a pretty tough pomade because I mean there's no petroleum. That's what you expect, something I already knew going into it. But the thing is, once you start agitating it and once you start breaking it down, it scoops out really easily. Like there is that tough waxiness, especially the top layer, but once you start agitating it, it melts right away and becomes really easy to apply. Like the scent, so I read the scent, what it is supposed to be online, but I always try to not do that for you guys, so I can give you guys like an honest review, or like not honest review, but like an honest take on like what it seems to be. And for some reason when I smelled this, I just felt like I was a pharaoh. Like no lie, I shit you not, I was just like, dude, Cleopatra's my bee and like I'm a pharaoh. Like that's what it smells like. But the actual scent is like sandalwood and barberside or like something like that. And so it is like a pretty clean scent, but it's like that extra little spice mixed with like the herbs that really make me feel like I'm an Egyptian or something. And it's probably just like the label biasing me or something like that, but that's like the honest truth. I thought I was a pharaoh. But overall, like it's a good scent, it's a clean scent for sure. But I kind of did a bad job scooping this one out, so I'm getting a lot of wax beads. And this isn't normal. Like you don't really get this, but I just made too brutal of a scoop. Alright, you just notice that it gets really soft, it melts absolutely. It gets really creamy and buttery, which makes it slightly easier to apply. But like you can't forget, this is like a wax like base, like pomade basically. We call it oil based in the sense that it like won't really wash out in one shower. It's not water soluble to the extent that a gel is, but in reality it's mostly wax, and so we will have a slightly more difficult time applying the product. And I think this pomade is really important to review because the person who recommended it to me, he does have extremely like curly hair, or at least wavy hair, and so he used this product because it actually tames it for him to the extent that he needs it. So I never really been able to kind of confirm whether or not a pomade can control or like tame like curly hair or anything like that, because obviously I don't have curly hair, I don't even have wavy hair. And so at least I have like a a trustworthy like external source that says yes, this will tame wavy hair. But yeah, for real, like my hair is straight, as in it will never ever curl, never ever wave. Like even if it gets super long, it won't wave. Even if I tie into a top knot after that, it barely even like waves. It's just like my mom's hair. Alright, and then especially with the build up from yesterday, I shouldn't need any more pomade than this, so I'll go ahead and start slicking it back. And you guys will kind of see that, like, even though it is a wax heavy product, it's still easy to comb back and stuff. Alright, see? Simple like that. Alright, I'm gonna go style my hair, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that done. And it's pretty damn heavy, and I definitely understand how this could possibly like tame like curls and waves. Like, yeah, it's some heavy stuff. Go ahead and start looking over the hair now and see how it did like overall, and let's go ahead and comment on that. So as you guys can tell, my sides are held on extremely nice and tight. Like I said before, it's extremely heavy product. That means it slicks back nice and tight. Now the part itself should be pretty clean, nice and straight. I was able to get a very definitive part. And like the pomp itself, you'll notice is like an average height and like a pretty how should I say it, like a not too natural of a shape. So why is that, even if it is a heavy product? Well, for me, heavy products work against me because my hair doesn't need the strength. Once a heavy product comes in, it actually weighs down my hair and also kind of makes my hair a little too like obeying per se. Like now, because it's so heavy, I can't style that tall of a pompadour, and because it's so like overly controlled by the heavy pomade, it's so controlled that like when I try to basically bring it out into like a natural spherical type of pompadour, it doesn't go that way. It literally follows the comb and like the strokes of my comb, and becomes like this block type of shape. So that's the downside for me, but that's not the comment that like this heaviness is not useful for you guys or anyone else, because definitely this is definitely one of the heaviest products I've used. Not the heaviest, but one of the most heavy, and so I can definitely see it being useful for you guys. The texture, like, it is hard to the touch, but it will break down and get smooth, and that makes the application relatively easy, but it's still difficult relative to a normal oil-based pomade, because this is a wax heavy pomade. This is a wax based pomade in the literal sense. Also, the smell is like very it's very clean, very spicy and herby type of smell. It's pretty strong. It will stay present the entire day. Like when I went home from work yesterday, I still smelt it and it was still strong. So keep an eye out for that, or rather keep out an awareness of that. The strength is really good. I would say it's about at the same level as Lockhart's Heavy. Also, the slickness, it's a very slick product, given that it's like a waxy orally type of product, because these things are typically overly sticky, which makes it very difficult to keep it slick. It is slick and sticky, but it's hard to do that in natural practice. This one makes it actually pretty easy to make it slick in natural practice. The shine is great. The shine will stay the entire day. And in terms of endurance, the restylability, and everything else, we'll go ahead and talk about that after work, because I'm late and I gotta go now. Alright, what up guys? So I'm back from work now, and so let's go over how like the pomade did throughout the day. And I must say, this shit is some pretty like heavy stuff. It's like pretty resilient. It definitely is temperature sensitive, so if you're going to like a hot day, it will melt. It's not going to melt and fall, but the pomade will get really soft. Because I had like one hell of a day. It was like super hot outside, but like something was wrong with the AC and like the heater pipes or the hot water pipes in my building. So my like office was super freezing cold, and like so a lot of temperature differences, but the hair survived and stuff like that, most definitely. It was very easy to restyle, even if it was in like a cold environment where it did harden. And In the heat, it got really soft. Like I said before, the scent is still persisting around, and like overall, like the quality, the buildup is not as good as the Iron Society, which is a really nice and clean waxy buildup. This product actually like persists, even though there's no petroleum. It's still like a really heavy and really resilient, really I don't want, actually, obviously I can't say greasy, but it's really just heavy. Like when you get out of the shower after you shampoo your hair, nah, it's not coming out. After it'll probably take like 4 or 5 showers, honestly, to get the stuff out. So I might not have a pomade review for the next few days. Like I'm gonna be working to get this stuff out. And like if you guys are kind of like already dedicated, then like yeah, this works to your benefit. But for me, I gotta produce review for you guys, which means cycling different products through my hair constantly. So for me, it's like difficult, it's more of a hassle. Obviously this does not apply to you guys at all because you guys aren't doing this. Other than that, like it's still definitely a great product. Like definitely receives my seal of approval, like without a doubt. Definitely just does this job well, is very unique, and definitely something different from what's currently offered. And so that's been Doc Elliott Pure Pomade, the black label. Also, if you guys are looking for something similar, then honestly, like the Iron Society Firm Hold would be another good option. Most similar would be Old Dude's O'Dowd's Heavy Hold, and that one is also another petroleum free, like all natural type of product. So really similar product, like definitely comparable. But last of all, if you guys want something about like the same hold, the same kind of feel to it, but like a true grease that performs amazingly well, then of course I gotta recommend like Lockhart's Goon Grease. And this is the one with an updated scent, which you guys definitely understated. Like you guys definitely understated it. Like it's completely new, and so that's another good option if you want another product similar to Doc Elliott Pure Pomade, but still a traditional grease. So hope you guys got something from the review. Other than that, take care.